Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we have a ton of really cool information to go over. We have new Mega Evolution rumors that have popped up for Pokemon Legends ZA, as well as a new Mega Clefable image that has also popped up. That is of course a rumor as well. We have some other Legends ZA things to go over, some new Scarlet and Violet events, some Switch 2 stuff. There's a lot of things to break down today, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's go over a couple of brand new Pokemon events. The first one is for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, and it is a new Mass Outbreak event, which is Shiny boosted. We have Nintendo Soup here tweeting out saying, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Electric Rodent-themed Mass Outbreak event announced. So, on the Nintendo Soup website, it says the Pokemon Company has announced the next Mass Outbreak event for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet from July the 4th to July the 6th, so of course this weekend. A Mass Outbreak featuring electric rodents will be held in the games. The featured Pokemon are Pawmi and Dedenne in Paldea, Morpeko and Pachirisu in Kitakami, and Plusle and Minun in the Blueberry Academy. Pokemon caught in these outbreaks will have a higher chance of being shiny. And then we have Cerebi here tweeting out about it as well. I would have thought they would have done some sort of like American-themed kind of Mass Outbreak event, seeing as it's going to be the 4th of July. But either way, they're going for the electric rodents. But yeah, they're shiny boosted. They're popping up in kind of all different areas in the game. And yeah, there's some pretty cool shinies on display as well. Like Pawmi's quite a good shiny, Pachirisu's quite a good shiny. So yeah, it's not a bad outbreak at all. I definitely prefer the mass outbreaks to the Terra Raids as well, because the Terra Raids you literally do in like 5 minutes, where with these mass outbreaks you actually get quite a couple of decent shinies. But anyway, that's the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Mass Outbreak event. And then as well as that, we have a new update regarding Go Fest. We've got Leak Duck here tweeting out saying the final of Pokemon Go Fest 2025 is set for August the 23rd and August the 24th, 2025, which is just after Worlds, I do believe. The trailer features the crowned forms of Zacian and Zamazenta approaching a mysterious white light in the sky. It is heavily speculated that Eternatus will be featured in this event. So I hope you had a really good Go Fest. I didn't really play it all too much, to be fair. I've kind of lost interest in Pokemon Go, apart from Shiny Jirachi, which is of course coming out for the 9-year anniversary in a couple of days. But yeah, hopefully you had a great Go Fest. But there is of course the Eternatus potentially coming in August, or late August anyway. But either way, that's just some event announcements for various different Pokemon games. Moving on, let's talk Mega Evolutions. So a new rumor has popped up regarding 2 of the, I think it's 5 Mega Evolutions that haven't necessarily been leaked yet. We know pretty much what every Mega Evolution is going to be in Pokemon Legends ZA, or at least they were there in the early build of Pokemon Legends ZA where all of these leaks are coming from. But there was actually like 5 extra ones, and I think one of them was Gen 1, one of them was Gen 2. I think there was like 2 from Gen 5, and then 1 was from Gen 7 or something like that. There was definitely Gen 5 and Gen 7 Mega Evolutions. Additionally to the like 27, 28 that we already knew that were leaked, like the starters and everything like that. And these are apparently 2 of them. This was tweeted out by the Hidden Power podcast saying a new rumor from a Discord server voice chat suggests that Turtonator and Galvantula could get new Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Legends ZA. So I assume this is from a Discord where you know, all these Pokemon leaks kind of happen, and they were in some sort of voice chat, and I guess somebody was in that voice chat that has a source. I don't know how reliable it is or anything like that. I'm literally just reading out what Hidden Power have tweeted out, so I don't know if they know more than other people. I don't really know the situation that's going on, but I assume there was a Discord voice chat. People were talking about leaks and stuff, and then this person was like, I know a couple of new Mega Evolutions. You know, those Mega Evolutions are these Pokemon. So obviously take it with a grain of salt. I don't know how reliable this person is, because it hasn't said who this person is. It could be Ball Guy. I don't really know. But it says, if you believe this rumor, how would you imagine these 2 Pokemon to Mega Evolve? So apparently we are going to get a Mega Turtonator and a Mega Galvantula. I think Mega Galvantula would actually be very, very cool. Turtonator I could definitely see happening as well, but I think I'd more so want to see what Galvantula would look like. And as well as that, it's nice to see like other Gen 5, other kind of Gen 7 Pokemon getting Mega Evolutions, because There's only one Mega Evolution in Gen 5 at the moment, and that is Ordino, which isn't great. You know, there's so many good options, Haxorus, the starters, all that jazz. So it'd be nice to see more Gen 5, more Gen 7, more Gen 6 Mega Evolutions, of course, as well, because, you know, Gen 6 is the home of Mega Evolution. So, yeah, we know that there's obviously going to be quite a few with Pokemon Legends ZA from Generation 6, but potentially we are going to be seeing Galvantula and Turtonator as well. But this would mean that there are also still it's like 2 or 3 other Mega Evolutions that haven't been fully revealed yet. There's like 30 plus if all the leaks and rumors are correct. There's like 30 plus Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Legends EA, which is why it's absolutely bizarre that we've not seen one yet, because if there's 30 plus Mega Evolutions and the game's coming out in a few months, why are they hiding them all? Surely they want to show a couple of them off to get people, I don't know, excited about it and stuff like that. But anyway, these are apparently some more Mega Evolutions we're going to be seeing in Pokemon Legends EA. What are your thoughts on these two, though? Are you fans of these Pokemon? Would you like to see them get Mega Evolutions? Let me know in the comments section down below. Moving on, we have a new Nintendo Switch 2 update to go over quickly. This was posted by Go Nintendo Tweet saying companies are working to make their webcams play nice with the Nintendo Switch 2. So as of right now, the webcams that you have for the Switch 2 aren't incredible. Like, obviously the PT kind of plan webcam looks really cool, but it's like 480p, which is just terrible to say it's 2025. But apparently companies are trying to make their webcams work with the Nintendo Switch 2, which is good because there's loads of other really good webcams out there that are a lot better than 480p. But it says Nintendo has released their own webcam for the Nintendo Switch 2 that works perfectly on the platform, but you can also use a multitude of other cameras from third parties as well. These webcams weren't made specifically for the Nintendo Switch 2, but a number of them fire up just fine when you plug them in. As to be expected, some other webcams don't function at all, but multiple companies are working now to figure out why that is. So while older generations of webcams appear to have all the best luck with the Nintendo Switch 2, some newer models don't function at all. So The Verge set out to find out why that is, and contacts at both Elgato and Ugreen have offered up different viewpoints on just what the issue is. So first off, it's important to note that for their webcams that don't currently function on the Nintendo Switch 2, Elgato and Ugreen will be updating their firmware to fix the issue. So if you do have an Elgato webcam or you do have a Ugreen webcam, they are going to actually update the firmware so you can use those webcams on the Nintendo Switch 2. So that's happy days. You don't have to go out and buy a different one. They will just update the firmware. And then now as to what causes the problem in the first place, Elgato and Ugreen have 2 different explanations. According to Ugreen, these 3 criteria have to be met to have a webcam function on the Nintendo Switch 2. So the camera must not use the HID protocol, the camera must be configured from isochronous transfer mode as opposed to bulk, which can be more resource intensive. The USB endpoint descriptors must not include unsupported low frame rate settings below 30 FPS. And then Elgato sees things a bit differently, and they say the following 3 rules must be followed to get a webcam functioning on the Nintendo Switch 2. So video mode 640 by 480 or 640 by 360 must be available, frame rate must be P30, codec must be YUY2, USB 2.0, and then isochronous USB transfer mode. So while we don't know which company is right, all that matters is that they're both planning to fix things up and get their webcam lines working on the Nintendo Switch 2. Hopefully that means in just a few weeks we'll see a much wider range of third-party webcam options that'll be perfect for game chat action on the Switch 2. So happy days, because like I say, you shouldn't really be using a 480p webcam in 2025, like 1080p. There's very cheap 1080p webcams out there, and you know it should be easily accessible to get one of those for the Nintendo Switch 2. Otherwise, with you like lagging and everything on 480p, it's just not really a good experience. But anyway, some good news there about webcams for the Nintendo Switch 2. Moving on, I wanted to go over this post from Soul Silverart regarding Pokemon Legends EA and the Ultimate Weapon. This is more of a theory, it's not like a rumor or a leak or anything like that. But we do have Soul Silverart tweeting out saying in Pokemon X, the Ultimate Weapon was a machine that gave life. And then in Pokemon Y, it was a machine that destroyed. So in Pokemon Legends EA, it isn't a 2-version game. So it stands to reason that if Quasartco wants to rebuild the Ultimate Weapon, they may believe that it could drastically help them in their redevelopment of Lumiose City. It could bring a new life into Lumiose City. So yeah, they might, if all is going as we're expecting, Quasartco trying to reactivate this Ultimate Weapon, they might be trying to destroy the city and then obviously rebuild it with the exact same weapon or something like that. Who knows? But it says, however, there might be someone else that wants to use the weapon for destruction instead, or maybe Quasartico didn't realize that a recreated weapon could not be controlled and become a weapon of destruction instead of life. And then we have Soul Silver Art saying, just to be clear, the ultimate weapon can be used to give life or cause destruction in both X and Y. It just depended what was powering this weapon. So more of this in a future post. So on the contrary, the point of this post is that Quasartico or whoever might believe that the machine is only used for life and not understanding or just not care that it could also be used for destruction. I wrote this while I was busy, so sorry for the confusion. Also, there's a typo. It could bring new life to Lumiose City. So yeah, basically, if they do kind of reintroduce this ultimate weapon into Pokemon Legends EA, it could be used to destroy, it could be used to bring life, it could be used to do something to the city, it could be used to do something with Mega Evolution, something like that, if the secret weapon is even back, which potentially it could be, who knows. A lot of people think that Quasartico are going to try and make like Pokemon Mega Evolve against their will, which I think would be a really cool storyline, because that would, I think it would just create like a really eerie atmosphere and stuff. At night, it's already like a completely different vibe, because instead of going out and just catching Pokemon, you have people that are trying to like defeat you and stuff and attack you by surprise and everything with their Pokemon. So if this also was added into the mix, you know, Pokemon just mega evolving and rampaging through the streets at night and stuff, I think it just add a whole new level of storyline to this game. And again, the whole point that we originally thought for Pokemon Legends EA was that we're redeveloping the city, but it really does seem that they've just kind of completely gone away from that. Like any of the trailers that we've seen since the first initial one, none of them have really spoke about redeveloping the city, because the city looks absolutely perfectly fine the way it is. Like, as soon as we arrive, it looks fine, it looks grand, everything is great. There's a couple of like building kind of things going on in the city, but that's just normal city stuff. When they said redeveloping the city, I thought they'd be like completely from the ground up, we'd be redeveloping it, but the city's absolutely fine. So unless they're talking about redeveloping it in a different sense with like new Pokemon or whatever, but either way, it'll be interesting how we redevelop this city, or maybe they've just completely gone against that, because as of right now, all we really know about the storyline is that we have to go from rank Z to rank A, and then there's something that's going to be happening with Quasartico, and that's kind of it. There's nothing about redeveloping the city, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting whatever they go with, but either way, I wanted to quickly go over this theory as well, because it'll be interesting if we do see the secret weapon back, because obviously we saw it in X and Y, so if they just kind of remake it or something, it'll be interesting what they kind of use the secret weapon for this time around. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think we're going to see this secret ultimate weapon again in Pokemon Legends EA, or do you think that it was just an X and Y and then that's it? Finishing things off for today's video, we have a new Mega Evolution image rumor that's popped up on 4chan. It didn't pop up with any text. It just had the title Mega Clefable, and then this is the image that they've dropped with it. I'm assuming this is Japanese, so we have like height here, weight. I assume that's something about a typing or something like that. There's loads of different sort of like pieces of text. I don't know what any of it means. I assume that says Mega Clefable. We have the Pokedex number up here. This is clearly in some like form of website. So if we were to go on the Pokemon Legends EA website after Mega Clefable would be announced in a trailer, this is what, because this is obviously the key art and stuff. So yeah, loads of different texts and stuff, but obviously the main point of interest is Mega Clefable. So again, it doesn't really give me Pokemon art vibes. Like, it's a great image, like, don't get me wrong, whoever's made it have done a very, very good job, but it doesn't like strike me as official artwork for a Mega Clefable. And we do know that this is pretty much what it's going to look like because of the descriptions and stuff. Like, all of the descriptions of the Mega Evolutions were leaked Pokemon Legends EA. We've had 2 images leaked, being Mega Starmie and Mega Dragolgi, but the descriptions of the design of every other Mega Evolution has also been leaked, apart from the 5 other ones that Galvantula and Turtonator kind of fall into. We don't have a clue what they're going to look like. But yeah, Mega Clefable image, apparently right here. It's going to have wings, it's going to have this sort of like tuft of hair on the top of its head. It also looks a lot smaller, this Mega Evolution, like it's been flattened a little bit. But then it also has these sort of things on its ears as well. Like, I think all that's happened is this person, I assume this artist, because I assume it was those that drew it, should I say, literally looked at the description and just drew it from that, which it does look really good. And I don't think I'd mind Mega Clefable looking like this. I think it actually doesn't look that bad, but I just don't think it's true. I feel like this would be getting a lot more traction if it was true, because whenever like a new Mega Evolution image is kind of popping up and it's legit, you have all the big accounts kind of talking about it, and no one's really spoken about this. So I assume it's just gonna be a random image made by an artist. They've done a very good job, don't get me wrong. Like I say, it looks really good, but either way, this could be Mega Clefable. It's probably not, but I do want to say that Mega Clefable, if this is fake, is gonna look relatively similar to this, because this is clearly based on the description of Mega Clefable. But anyway, that's gonna be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider leaving a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out the video, the channel, all that good stuff. What are your thoughts on anything we've covered in today's video? Do you think this Mega Clefable image is real? What are your thoughts on the webcam stuff and the Nintendo Switch 2? Do you think we're going to see Mega Galvantula and Mega Turtonator? And then also, what are your thoughts on everything else? Make sure to do the event if you are wanting some shiny electric rodent Pokemon. But thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.